This is iLLANOiZE Radio with Biko, iLLANOiZE Jones, and Pretty Riot. Going down right now.
Yo, Rick, you did it again, man.
You know, we got an ill talk for the day. Y'all ready for the ill talk?
That's good.
Ready, super.
So look, we got an ill talk from today. It comes from what's this? Russ. It comes from Russ, and it's basically saying, you know, the difference between internet and reality. We're gonna listen to a clip from him and hear what he got to say about it. Y'all just chime in, and we're gonna get it popping like this. Let's go.
They think that if you have 10 million followers, then you're rich. There's way too many rappers who have more followers than money. That doesn't make any sense to me. But that's the game, you know? It's like, as long as I appear popping, maybe my actual real life will catch up to the perception. But it's like, why go at it that way? Why not be real life rich and wait for the bullshit internet perception to catch up? And if it never does, guess what? At least you're still real life rich.
So in that clip, he was basically saying, you know, the difference between real life being rich and Instagram rich or social media rich, and the difference between the two. Let's start off with you, Chocolate, Baddie, Mary J.
So the clip was definitely interesting. He made some valid points, especially when he was like, you know, why wouldn't y'all want to be rich in real life instead of trying to look rich on social media? I think we live in a social media world. It's like almost sickening,
Right.
if you think about it. I think people try to uphold this status quo on social media, like you said, of looking a certain way, and in real life don't even really get it. And it's like, for what? Like,
why front?
everything is for clout. And like, I don't know, social media is weird nowadays, man. People will tell you, like, even as far as communication goes, like, I've had people who will see me in person, look me dead in the eye, not say nothing at all, and then hit me up on social media to start a conversation. Like, it's so weird. Like, I don't know how we even got to this point.
What about you, Jay?
I think teenage me can't hate on social media right now.
Right.
Because if you think about it, it's fake it till you make it.
Right.
You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? But grown up Jay, like, I can't understand how you can look at yourself and say, I only got 150 followers, I ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? You can monetize 150 people. You can monetize 1 million people. Or you could fail at monetizing those 1 million people. So I think it's all about perception. And people look at it the wrong way. Like, I understand everything Russ was saying, but we got to stop caring about that stuff.
Right.
Once we stop caring about it, then it won't matter. And then somehow everything go back to norm. But until then, social media is going to run our brains. We all in this room, I guarantee we all wake up and check our social media before we hit our significant others or whoever. First thing we do is look at social media. So I think it's all about how you control yourself. And as long as you winning in your lifestyle, can't nobody tell you losing.
So do you think we as people give power to social media too much? Just
Facts.
social media?
Facts.
Yeah, I mean, we make it, if you think about it.
And then you got, not to, throw females under the bus, but you literally have some females that'll post a normal picture, it'll get 12 likes. They'll delete that and then post a bikini picture, get 100 likes. You know what I'm saying? We can't be mad at them for doing that, you know what I'm saying? Because maybe they got a bigger game plan in it, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they going to actually become an Instagram model and boss up off their Instagram, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's a thing, social media personalities.
So do you think, like, I'm gonna get you back because I like what you just said, but what Jay just said was just hit a point, like, with a lot of female artists coming out and they get on Instagram and play their music and they twerk to their music with no clothes on. Do you think that gets more attention for them? Like, how do you feel about that, Jay? Because you're a woman.
They definitely get more attention for it because, I mean, think about it. You twerking. If I upload a video, twerking is gonna, do numbers.
Right.
Just because
You
that's
twerk.
what men like to see.
But
I
men
don't
and women.
Men, okay, women too, yeah.
Women, like you're not going to get a video with a male rapper dancing and he gets 100 clicks on his videos.
No, yeah. I mean, as a woman, if that's, look, To each his own. I am not one to judge.
Me neither.
So, I mean, if you feel like you gotta shake a little ass to get them likes, comments that you want, you gonna get there. Go ahead. You gonna get there. But I appreciate women who naturally have a vibe where they don't have to do too much. Like, people just gonna rock with it if they rock with them. And I can appreciate that because I feel like that is almost equivalent to being a stripper. If you're going to talk on social media, you know what I'm saying, for likes and comments, you will strip, right? You will go to the strip club and twerk for money.
For money, true.
And that's the easy way out. So I just think it's a little cheat code. It is. It's a cheat code.
Well,
I feel like like she said, it's a cheat code, but it take away from your music if you think about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can watch her shake her ass without even hearing the song.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
You in the days.
You can mute the video. So I think it's all like, I'm working with an artist right now, and I told him, like, man, he got a song, shout out Vontae, he got a song called Infatuated. You know what I'm saying? And I was telling him on ways we can market that song. You know what I'm saying? So when I sent him the text message, I'm like, man, you in Cali, you're around beautiful women. You know what I'm saying? He was like, what should I have them do? And I told him, keep it classy. You know what I'm saying? Like, a female could just be getting ready to go out to the club. You know what I'm saying? And that's still a beautiful woman with her clothes on. And people still going to pay attention to that.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't think you gotta show a little ass to get where you need to get. Because once you actually go in that lane, you're going to always be seen as that person. And it's going to be hard to switch it up.
Okay, so my take on what Russ was saying, I totally agree with him. I think we have to separate internet from real life.
Yes.
You know what I mean? A lot of people get caught up in the internet world. I've been around people, and it got to a point where I even got sick of introducing myself to people, to where it's like, dude, I met you before. It's like, my nigga, we shook hands before. So when we see each other on the internet, it's like, dude, we've been liking each other pictures, DMing each other, commenting, laughing with each other.
Silence.
And then when I see you in person, it's like, dude, like, you noticed me before I noticed you. Mm-hmm. If it's real, you know what I mean? Hey, bro, what's popping? Because if I see you before you see me, I'm going to walk up to you. And I had it happen before.
I was finna ask you that. I'm like, I was about to ask you, so when you see people you talk to on social media and you see
I
them
approach them.
Do you approach them?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, I do got a awkward social. I don't know, because this just happened to me. I was at an event and it was a girl. She kept staring at me. I was looking at her. I'm like, she looked familiar. Then her Instagram name pops in my thing, but she kept staring at me. She wouldn't say nothing.
See. So I got two different ways looking at it, because you can look at it from, like, before you get into the radio stuff, you be like, did I beef with bro? So let me, what's up? Like, what's good? And then off the energy, you're gonna be like, oh, you. I knew you from somewhere. So it ain't that. So all right, now I can keep my antennas down. You feel me? Because your antennas be up when you in a certain spot. You know,
that's
true.
The caution of moving through this Chicago.
Yeah, because you just never know who's who and who's, like, where you know people from.
Yes.
So even with me, it's like, you know, I don't care if I see you before you see me, say what's up. If you see me before I see you, say what's up.
Right.
You know what I mean? And if I see you, I'm gonna approach you like, what's good, bro? How you doing? It's finally good to meet you. It's a lot of people that we like pictures, we comment, laugh with. If you see somebody in person, people get too Hollywood. And I think that's one thing people in Chicago, like, once you hit a certain number, like, people get bougie, like, real
What
fast.
you mean by that?
Facts.
Like, okay, let's just say today, me and you kicking it, right? Matter of fact, let's just say, just how if you didn't do the show today, right? Let's just say you turn up and you was on, like, WGCI and we was at a bar and I'm like, yo, that's Jay right there. That's Chocolate Baddie Jay. I know her. She cool with Pretty Ride now. We got the same people.
She got security around.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, Jay, what's popping? And you looking like, what was that on there? You feel me? Like, that be the shit. Like, you know what I mean? You get those type.
So what's the difference? Because I've had people tell me I was bougie in Hollywood all the time, but, like, to me, it's like, I don't remember where I know you from.
But then you got to think about it too. It's certain levels to, like for me, it's like, it's not, I'm not bougie or Hollywood. It's just, you know, I may not know who you are.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I want to get down to.
I may not know who you
people
are.
perceive that, like,
I think
people perceive that, like, oh, you too Hollywood. I know you too bougie, this, that, and third. But I'm like, bro, I really want to know where I know you from, like, because I'm not bougie or Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I know who you is, of course what's up?
Look, I had people walk up to me and I didn't know who they was, but I act like I know who they was, and then I go to Biko like, yo, who is bro?
Okay, so
That's
let me tell
how
you.
you lit, though.
So I've been to a couple of events, and this one dude was like, the last event I was at, he was like, you know, can I ask you something? You know, so I'm like, yeah, what's up? You know, I talk to anybody. If you talk to me, I'm talking to you back. Right. So he goes, did I do something to you? Are we into it or something? So I was just trying to wrap my head around because I didn't even know I knew him. So I'm like, no, why you say that? You know, I'm just going on. Well, I seen you at the last 3 events and we looked at each other. You didn't say nothing. But it was like he never said nothing either. So right. I'm sure if he would have said something to me, I would have been like, I don't know where I remember him from. But what's up? I would have had a conversation with him. Maybe it would have, you know, popped up in my head then. But he like, yeah, I know you chocolate baddie, you bougie, this, that, that. I'm like, that's not even the case. I'm just trying to figure out where I know you from.
Right. See, the thing is, I think people has to understand, like, it's a difference between social media success and it's a difference between real life success.
Exactly.
And when you get real life success, you still have to be humble because it's all a blessing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, if I get $1 million before I get 1 million followers, I'm going to still act like I got $5. I mean, people got to understand. Like, we all been broke longer than we've been rich.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I think people forget that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, if you get $1 million today, you're going to still remember what it was like to be broke.
in my head, I'm going to still be broke. I
Exactly.
ain't rich until I check my bank account.
You ain't yet. True. That's definitely true. Right. But for me, it's like what Russ was saying. Like, people have 1 million followers on Instagram and swear they're rich. You know what I mean? You have to learn how to separate that. People get caught up in the internet life so much. Mm-hmm. You can get 1 million followers, you can get 1 million likes, but you still struggling.
You got $1 in your pocket.
You still.
I think they get caught up in that because again, it's that perception. It's like, oh, I got 1 million followers. Now everybody looking at me like I gotta uphold this lifestyle that I ain't even really at for real.
People got to keep up a lifestyle that they can't. You know,
can't.
You control a lifestyle that you can't obtain. And I have this problem with artists who mixtapes I host. You know what I mean? I tell them all the time, like, if you're gonna do it for now, because you don't want to create, because you get Hollywood real fast. You know what I mean? Mixtapes go up like that. It happened just like that. So you still got to be humble. You can get 1 million followers off of one mixtape, but then they'll get big headed and, you know what I mean?
Oh man, bro, you seen that? I don't need none of that.
They ain't gonna even talk to me no more. They're gonna try to get drama on their next mixtape.
You know, society's so crazy though, because they literally have apps that can make you look like you busting moves and shit. They got apps out here that can you could pay like $20 and have a whole vacation in Las Vegas, Italy, all types of stuff. Like, they'll crop you in these pictures.
Never heard of it.
For real. They'll crop you in these pictures.
That's sick.
And you feel me now, all of a sudden you done traveled the world. You ain't even left your bedroom.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Yes,
so,
that's
but
sick.
People out here,
that
like
is
you
sick.
say, they got 1 million followers, but at the same time they head in the wrong place. So if they can, like, Russ hit it on the head, but at the same time we got to know our power. If I got 1 million followers, then I can make $1 million.
Right. A lot of artists can't do that. And that's why I try to tell artists too, like, if you got, it's no point in having 1,000 followers if you can't turn that into $1,000. Facts. If you can't get each follower to donate $1 to what you got, what's the point?
Something.
If you can't, like, I was telling the artists, I say, bro, like, look, bro, you got over 20K in followers. You don't need the whole 20K, but let's just see if you can get 5 20K. 5 of that K, if out of that 20, my nigga, if you could do that, you lit. That's $5 bands in your pocket. That's $1. Mm-hmm. If they not willing to do that, you don't have no real fans. You don't have no real supporters. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Instagram is full of just people who just want to see and like. It's easy. Mm-hmm. It's free to like, repost, and retweet and tweet everything. Mm-hmm. So that's cool if everybody retweet, you get your streamers up. But if nobody's willing to put $1 into what you got, ain't no point in doing it. If you can't, turn those followers into dollars, what's the point?
So that's why I say he hit it on the head, but it's all about it's all about your personal preference on life. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't want anything out of life. You know what I'm saying? They happy with just having followers and having clout on the internet.
Keep them people away from me.
But this, like, we live in a digital age where when we was 17, we didn't have all this. You know what I'm saying? We had, what was it? MySpace. That was it. You know what I'm saying?
Tag. Hoover Spot. Black Planet.
A couple of them. But we wasn't able to just go in our bedroom and record a mixtape. We wasn't able to at J. Cole and at Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying? True. So I think it's all about your hustle, man. As long as you got a hustle, bro, you don't have to have a job today. You can do Uber, you could do DoorDash, you could do everything to get your hustle up. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about perception and how you go about your life. Don't allow somebody else to tell you losing.
So how y'all feel about people who buy followers? Because I see that a lot,
That's
especially with artists and businesses who like they buy all these followers and then like their interactions, like for example, they have maybe 10K plus followers and they get 20 likes on a picture.
But that's cheating. That's like having a cheat code to Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah,
where you can have unlimited money, unlimited guns.
Yeah, they want this perception of they're a big deal. I got all these followers. But that's not going to get you nowhere. Yeah,
because you still can't accumulate that into dollars.
Exactly.
How you got over 100 million followers, even 100,000 followers, and you still struggling, living off your baby mama or your mama? You feel me? Like, you still eat McDonald's like Jones. Like you still got to go to McDonald's to get a McChicken. If you was popping like that, you'd be Grand Lux out or whatever out every day.
Man, I'm
eating good food.
It's a million different hustles out here. People just got to figure it out.
Like if you rich like that, like if you busting like that on social media, your homie wouldn't have to do a GoFundMe for his funerals. You feel me?
Bro, that'd be the saddest thing ever. Cause you'll go down their pictures and they'll be in a picture with bankrolls and everything, but
as soon as they die, they gotta do a GoFundMe. French fries.
People mess over that money though too. They trick it off. You know, they trying to uphold this, keep up with the Jones.
You can't keep up with the Jones.
Okay, they're trying to keep up with the Jones. They want Gucci belts, Balenciagas, everything designer. So all that bankroll they didn't have,
like homie,
they didn't went and spent on all this designer stuff and walking in Balenciaga.
Like homie and Blow say
on the bus with Gucci belts on.
Like homie and Blow say, everything ain't real, man. The money ain't real, man.
Facts.
George, what he say to George? The money ain't real, George. It's
That's
only
why
real because you wanted to
be. Like you say, I can't understand how you on Gucci, how you dressed in full Gucci, but you on the bus. Like that would tweak
so
me
much.
Out, you know what I'm saying?
I see it so much.
I be seeing people with the new iPhones and they on the bus. That's a whole old school whip right there.
To me, iPhone.
Now look, now with the iPhones, now what I will say is, like most of the time people not paying the full price for them iPhones. And I'm a prime example of it because I'm going to get the 11, okay? And I ain't paying the full price for it. It's like added on to your bill, so stuff like that. But that's a good point because we worry about the wrong stuff. We worry about getting a new iPhone and damn that costs $1,000.
See that? When you can get an old school Chevy for that, for
you can get a whip.
You get an $800
for $1,000.
All your new iPhone gonna do is take better pictures. You can go on your app store and buy a $5 app and edit your own pictures. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about how you look at that shit.
Look,
a lot of people don't know that.
I got a 6. I got an iPhone 6.
Chill, bro.
And
that ain't no 6.
This is a 6, bro.
Shout out to Jones.
This is 6, bro. This is 6.
He's like, chill, bro.
And guess what? I got it last year. I was an Android user after that.
Man, you my spirit animal from now on, Jones.
What you mean? What you got?
I got this the XR, but I only got it because I added another line for my business. So
I'm finna upgrade to that because Pornhub look better. I gotta get something from Pornhub.
Facts though.
You know what I mean? I gotta get the full. You know, I gotta get
the quality.
Yeah, it's changing on me. Like, you know what I mean? The glitches is getting real. It's like, look.
You know what? Apple after a certain while they start putting glitches in your phone. Like I didn't even know the system still worked.
I was in Atlanta getting mad glitches. I'm like, it's time to upgrade.
I got the 8 in mine. Be glitching now.
Black
I'm like,
Tasty ain't the same.
Yeah, I need that.
Tasty Blacks ain't the same.
You can always go on Groupon though, bro. Get you the 8S or whatever the 8 is, the 8 Plus. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
for like $200-$300.
Because I'm gonna get the XR joint, and I probably don't upgrade for the next 10 years.
I ain't gonna stunt. I love this phone.
Look, I see. The case shows me you love that phone.
man,
it's a smooth joint right
bro,
there.
I be out here taking pictures, editing everything, bro, from my phone.
See, look, I need that. I need the upgrade. Cause plus, once we blow up, I'm throwing my phone away. I'm gonna get me a email that everybody's gonna have to contact me on. Just email me.
Go back to the page.
You know I'm gonna go back. Right, I was gonna say I'm gonna go. You got to page me.
You gotta hit my house phone. Well, you ain't asked me the phone. I went to the house, folks.
Man, Hit
My
the
landline,
page.
man. That was the landline. But, you know, that was the Ill Talk for the day, sponsored by the good folks of Blue Vodka.